Welcome to my channel. I am Key and I'm your host. We're going to do some mentality business development, and that is, of course, is leadership, which is my big interest, and market strategy and business development. I'm going to share some of my thoughts with you, and that is years and years of gathered thoughts. So let's get started. So today we're going to talk about from R&D to market, from development to market, or should I say from nothing to market, because often that's where we are when we go into a test, but we want to develop something that isn't there to create an advantage on the market and to give the target group something that they ask for, that they demanding. So before you get into the test bed, you have to consider the legal rights. Who's going to own the product and under what brand is going to be released. Also, you have to consider legal rights when it comes to personal rights for those in the target group that's going to be part of the testing. You need to consider GDPR and you have to have all papers signed. So legal rights is the first thing you think about here. Why use a test bed? Well, you can create a service or product of your own that can compete on the market. Test beds are different depending on what you want to develop. Different technology has different timetables and sometimes a bit different processes. For medtech, like medicines, this process can be, for example, like 10 years or more, while e-health and sports tech can be anything from months to years. This testbed that you're looking at has been successfully used 3 to 4 years for sports tech and life science. It has been managed by me and I also built the processes in it. Number one, well, this testbed is demand driven. So out from demand, all the products are developed. Also, partnerships very important. Here you have to cover the whole chain from number one all the way to the end, as you can see there. And in the chain from R&D to market, you have scientists, engineers that communicates with marketers already from the beginning. This is very important to have everybody in the chain lined up from the beginning, because the communication, the goals, the drive, the passion has to be united, unanimous. Number two, test bed, services out from demand. This can be from demand, of course. It can be knowledge or added services, added something that is needed. It could be custom-made packages for startups. Funding is usually a problem for startups and is not always provided by the test bed. That is where the partnership comes in, and or government fundings. Here we validate the product, and for the technique we need a verification. Everything needs to deliver to its purpose and to its demand, of course. Number three, it goes on and off between 2 and 3. We're doing tests with end users, the target group, and companies, of course, on and off until we have succeeded, so we can go on to number 4, where the prototypes are tested. And those are tested in authentic environment with end users. So that's important. Then we're coming on to the more number 5 and so on, the more parts that are market related. We want to commercialize the product, of course, so we're preparing it, and it goes on out on the market and coming back with feedback, as you can see down to the left there. And number 7, it's going to be evaluated also, and sometimes a new strategy or development starts. Sometimes more development of the same product. It goes so fast today that a follow-up product needs to be in the running before the original product hits the market. And also you have to be dynamic, because when things happen so fast, you might not know how good it has to be or what you have to add to fit the bill. Maybe in the last minute, sometimes development moves really fast in tech. So, what is the key to functionality and flow in the test bed? Well, that is to identify the gaps and to bridge them because they will slow you down. And those are gaps of mentality. Like there are gaps between end users and new technology. You know, you're letting out a new technology on the market and people don't grasp it. Maybe it's not so accessible and you get a gap between them. You have gaps in a process in a test bed. So one, identify the gaps. Two, address gaps between people. That is mentality, and those are the largest gaps. Number three, address material gaps, if there are material gaps too. Could be finances, could be other things. Four, mix brave people with less brave people. This is really important if you want to succeed and keep the speed up. Gaps are the key to time to market and to movement in the test bed. Did you like it? Well, you can hit me up at www.keysyourhost.com and let me know what you think. And also let me know if there's something in particular you want me to talk about. Okay, see you there. Have a good day. Bye.